Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 5 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add floors and furnitures and entourage like the car right here. We're gonna continue working on this. I want to finalize the kitchen. So basically, we're going to insert, so go to insert, load family, and go back to the main. And then let's go to specialty equipment. And then here, let's go to domestic, mid-range. And then let's add in one of the cooktops. So one of the cooktops is, I'm going to add in the gas range. After that, same thing, CM. And then spacebar to rotate. Let's add in the cooktop right here. And then let's extend this. Instead of 600, let's put this one at 800. I just want to have it a more consistent size. Here, we could change this to 800 as well. I want to have more size as well there. And then here, we could change this to maybe 500 so that it maximizes the space. Now, I don't want the cooktop label, so select that, edit type, and then uncheck show label, apply, and then OK. Now it's gone. We can then now create our area here. I want to add in our fridge. So I'm going to add one of the fridge right here. Click open, CM. So I'm going to put the fridge right about here. So I might have to remove this and then instead remove this one as well. So the casing, I'm going to add the pantry right here instead. I think that's the best move so that it's not very cramped on this area. So I'm going to align it AL. I'm going to align it at the ends right there. Here we can extend this to the thickness or how it's big, how the depth of the fridge is. I don't want the label again. So select that, edit, and then uncheck. We can even change the depth here. So you can change the depth to whatever you want, what's comfortable. But as of now, I'll just leave it like that. We can create the openings if you want. But I think that's good enough. We have a wall right here. And then here we could just add in the same wall or the same pantry, 800, and then close it off. And then the door, let's add in a door. Select the door. Oops. So select the door, CS, and then make it 500 by 2000. And then let's just add it right there. So that's the pantry. I will add in detailed lines so that it shows, and then select here CS right about there. So that's perfect. We could even flip it on the other side. So here I'm gonna add in the cooktop right about here. You could just give it some space at the back there. And then now What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load in more equipment. So insert, load family. Let's add in a sink, or before we leave here, let's add in a dishwasher. CM. I'm going to put the dishwasher right about here because we have an island right here. I don't want the text again to show. Apply, okay. And then now load the sink. So the sink is in the plumbing, architecture, fixtures, and then sink. And then one of the kitchen sink. So it's up to you, whichever you decide. Sink, kitchen island will be good as well. CM, add it right there beside the dishwasher. And then here, we just need to add in some detailed line. Right about like that. I want to make sure this is 800 and this is 800 as well. So that's good. And then let's add in the top portion for the cupboard. I want to have the same, so around 450, and then this one is 450. So that's perfect. And then another thin line to represent the island. So that's looking good. And then we could add in some chairs here. So load family, go back again to the main, furniture, seating, and then here let's add in one of the chairs, this one, stacking, and then CM, and then let's add it like that. So that's looking good, the way we set it up. So I'm just checking if we can see that if I miss anything. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this wall right here. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. So TR, I'm gonna trim this. And this one, I'm just going to pull this all the way here. So that's fine. And then I'm gonna select that CS, so that's create similar. Edit type, duplicate. This will be wall number 2. Exterior wall. Edit. I'm going to just change this to maybe a brick. I'm just looking here. We could change this and then put this one up, apply, okay, and then okay. For now, I'm just going to connect it with here. And then later on, we could change this height depending on what we want. So here we could just change the top offset. So top offset, negative 2000. So we have actually 3000 level. So we could put negative 1000. So that is just different on the height. So at least that's good. So that's good. Now we're going to go to level 2 now. We're gonna maintain the underlay. So your underlay should be base level to level 1. That's because we can see our floor area from here, and it's easier for us to copy whatever's done before. And if you notice, you'll be able to select them. If not, you need to uncheck one of this. So the underlay, select underlay. Because if this is X, you won't be able to select ones below. So you will need to uncheck this, and then you'll be able to select that. And it's easy. It's better to do that as well because we already have the bed, for example, the nightstand and everything. We will be able to select that CS and then add it to level 2. So we don't need to go split tile or split view, which is you can do as well. But for now, I'm going to select the exterior wall number 1, CS on that. And then I'm going to select right about here. And then I'm going to move it afterwards. So just bear with me. Just go to A1 up to A3. And then from A3 to B3. From B3 to A4. And then go down here up to D4. Go back here to D3. And then here as well. That's F3 to F1. Okay. And then just finish off up to here. Then I want to make sure that everything is aligned. So AL, as you can see, this one is not aligned properly. So that's my fault, but luckily we could see whatever we did incorrect and we could fix that. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to select the D3 and D4 line, which is right here. I want to move it a little bit like that. So once you move it, the temporary dimension will be shown here. I want you to select that and just put in 500. So that's good. Go to this one. That's the B3 to B4. Same thing. I want you to pull it out and then put in 500. Here is 500. Here is 500. So we're basically creating more rooms. Okay. For the top. Next, I'm going to select the interior wall. So from there, CS. I just want you guys to close this off because there's going to be a one bedroom there and another bedroom here. I want you to look for the midpoint right here, which is right here. It's showing a triangle, and then I want you to create a wall cutting on those. Then I want you to add a wall right here. So click that. This is 1800. I want that to be 1500 only. Okay. CS again. select that. I want you to add in a wall right about here onto this grid line, which is B grid line. This is another bedroom. And then I want you guys to have a wall right here. Don't worry about the dimension yet, but I just want you to add a wall like this. Okay, obviously we need a wall right here. That's to cover the stairs. You can just put it right there. And then another wall right about here to cover everything. So a straight wall right there and a wall right there. Okay, and then here I want you to have the same wall similar below. As you can see, it's the same wall. So there's another washroom right here. And then we have the bed right about here. So we'll be able to add those beds instantly because we'll be able to select that and type in CS. Okay. So now I'm going to give you the dimension. So here, like I said, I want you guys to select now this wall. I want it to be 1500, referencing this grid line, which is P grid line. The corridor, I want you to select that. I want you to have it 1200. So that's referencing the number 3 grid line. So from this wall, the midpoint of this wall to the midpoint of this wall, I want you guys to have 1200. So that's for spacing. I'm gonna select this wall, which is 650 by 2000. I want that door to be on all of our doors. CS, add it on the same spot as below, like that. I want you to add it right here, and then I want you to add it right here as well, going to this wall, and then another for this wall, spacebar to change orientation, and then add it on this wall. I want you to add it here, and I want you to add it right here. Now, what I'm planning to do is change the door size for only the bedrooms. So I'm gonna select this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go down here. Probably we could put it as 750. So don't worry about that. We could just move it a bit like that. So I think 750 is good enough for this. And then just 650 right here. We can even make it bigger, but it depends on you now if you want to do that. So now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to grab this. This is from below, so I could just CS that, and then add it straightly from there as well, because it's basically the same thing. Add there, select that, CS, space bar so that to change orientation, and the only thing that we cannot select is the detailed line, Let's just add a thin line, detailed line for the sink top. Now I'm going to do that same thing here. So we could just select them. Copy and then select it from the corner and then uncheck constraint so that you'll be able to add it like that. Here, I don't mind. Let's check the dimension. We could just push this one a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to check my dimension. What's usually is the size here, 1553. So we could just put this one 1553. And then now we could just move this one back. So just move this one. I'm just going to push this one. MV. And then here I could just grab it. AL. That's perfect. So now I want your dimensions to be 1703 from the midpoint to the midpoint. Okay? And here we could just put this one, MV, to move. MV, and just move it like that. And then MV again to just move it below. We can make this one bigger. The reason that we can make this one bigger is because this will be shared by both of these rooms. So we can nudge this one. So we could add more or twice the sink. So copy and then just grab it from the right side to the left side. So because we have enough here, what we can do now is unhide the one below, unless we haven't added the bed yet. So I'm gonna add those first. So those beds. So CS again, select that CS. And then here, the nightstand, let's add that one as well. Once we add those, we'll be able to hide the below so that you guys can see it properly. Even the nightstand lamp. I'm not sure if we were gonna add some chairs here, but I'm going to add a chair here so that we have like a mini computer room that kids can study. So I'm just going to add this, and then let's add this. Could even be like a family room at the top. So might as well add this one, a sofa. So we could edit type, duplicate sofa number 3, but let's make it smaller. There we go. We have a small living room here. Let's add this one. So just a small family room for the area. CS here. We can even add in another one. Duplicate number 2 and then make it smaller. So this one, let's add 1200, and then this one 500. Press OK, and then that's perfect. Let's add in the light as well, CS. I want the 45 degrees, so I'm going to add it like that. And then now, let's hide the one below. So go to Underlay, and the range base level, you need to click that, go to None, click Apply. So now everything looks clean. We just need to add in what's this one as well. We can extend this one because it's too big for the bed as well. So we can add in a walk-in closet here instead. So we can change this one a bit later on. But I want to focus on adding the all the beds and the closet for all the beds right here. So now I'm gonna select this one, the bed, and then here I'm going to add a bed right here, and then the bed on the other side. And then we have a bed right here. This is the masters. And then we could just move this one a bit. So we're good. Now let's add in the nightstand, CS. Add the nightstand right about the corner there. So everything is stacked properly. And then let's add it right here. And then the lamp, see, select that CS, just add it in the middle. And then right here. So now that's looking good. So now I'm just going to select all of this. The reason I'm going to select them is I want to push them all the way to the end. MV, and select that to the corner. So that's good. Select the interior wall, CS, and then let's add in a wall right about there. Same wall, all the way there. Don't worry, we could just move this one a bit like that. And then here we could push it more, 650, and then 650 here as well. So here we need to add as well. So we could add somewhere here on the corner. So I could select this, MV, put it in the corner like that. And then we could add, because we're, of course, it's better to have your own media room here in your bed. So let's add in the TV. We'll be able to add it. So that's the reason why I'm planning to add in a closet right there. At the same time, a TV here, and then you can put in a study corner as well. And then here, select that, CS. Let's put a closet like that. Not too big, so 650 as well. That's more than enough. And then here we could move this one MV. Let's put this one just a bit so we could just use the arrow key. The good thing about here is we could just move this one like that. And then I'm grabbing this CS. I just want to add enough room. So MV again, select all of that. And then here CS, we can move it right here. And then let's add in all of this. So like that. I'm going to move this one in the middle. The reason for that is we can add in some walk-in closet right about here. So now I'm going to add a wall just like that. We could just move this one a bit. Don't worry, I'm going to give you the dimension so that you could copy this nicely. The same thin annotation line, the detailed line, thin line, and then here we could just move this one back like that, and then we will have, we could just nudge it more. The reason I'm nudging it more so that we have more room. So this is around 1000, so 1020. So that's more than enough. And then we could add in a sliding door. And then we have our own walk-in closet here. So I'm just going to add this or even a pocket door. So we have something that looks like that. What we can do more so that it's even bigger is we can extend this. The reason that I want to extend this is so that I could put this one, I could pick this and put it in the corner. So now, if you want to know the dimension right here, it is 23, let's make it 2400. So 2400. And as you can see, we have a lot of space here. So 2400 from this wall to this wall in the middle. That's our dimension. Now we could just push this one more. And then as you can see, the layout is much better. MV. And there you go. It's a lot better. And we have a bigger walk-in closet. So we don't have any dead space. We can even just make it straight here. We don't need to have something this fancy anymore. So AL, let's align that to align here. We just maximize the space. We can even just add doors here, but we could just add a sliding door as well, depending on what you want. And then I just want to add, so let's go to annotate the detail line, And instead here, demolish, and then add right about there. And then I just want to nudge this one like that. So we have a bigger walk-in closet now, and I think it's more proper. And then we're gonna add in a bigger or a big size wall here. Here we'll see I want to put a TV there, or instead we could put in a different one. Or a different setup, because we can give them a balcony as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna remove this because I want the, the windows right here. It's better to have those windows right there than adding a TV stand there. So now we just need to go to insert, load family, go back to the main, and then look for doors, residential, and then let's add in the sliding door. So we just need to look for that. This is sliding door. Click open. I always add all of them. After adding them, now you need to go to doors. And then this one, we can add this one onto this spot. And right about here as well. And here we could make it bigger. You could just add it for now. And then select that again and change it to the biggest what they have. 18 by 2000. And then from there, I'm going to select the detailed line, demolish, CS, and let's add 2 lines right there to represent the rod. So that gives a lot of detail. And then you could just align it so that everything is according to what you did before and uniform. So here as well, let's add 2 lines. And that's looking good. And then now let's add in the floors, similar the way we did before from the interior. So now I'm going to select the rectangle because this is all rectangles at the moment. Before that, I want to duplicate it. Floor number 5 now. And then let's change this. For the top, I want it to be wood flooring. So select the wood. And then here, we already used birch, so birch glossy. Let's add that. And then select rectangle first, all the way down. And then create another rectangle all the way there. And then just delete the line right there and then TR. And that's how fast you'll be able to create. So here, let's cancel. We need to split this first, SL and then TR, so that you don't have error. That error is stating that you're removing the part here because you didn't split it. So once you split it, at least you'll be able to have the half of this one. And then now I'm going to leave the area right here all the washroom, it's because they are not supposed to be like that. They are three different room with the three different what you call this, stones, SL and then TR. Again, SL, TR, and then this is the remaining of the rectangle, small rectangle that you created. Here we have TR, TR here, and then this is remaining of the extra rectangle that you created. Click on finish, and then let's add the last floors, so 3 floors. So you need to duplicate this, floor 6, and then let's go to stone. So basically I'm preparing you guys for the interior. So let's go start with limestone, apply, okay, okay. So the first one should be right here and then right there. Click finish. Again, press escape, click on floor, edit type, duplicate, floor number 7, go back. So limestone is already used. Go to stone again. Let's use marble. Apply, okay, and then okay, okay. This one, select that. I'm going to select right here and then click finish. So that's done. Next, another floor. Duplicate 8. And then let's go back to stone again to change the stone. And then I think rubble is the next. Press OK, and then create your rectangle. And then click finish. And if we see it, it will look like that in 3D. So let's stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.